Thank you all once again for coming tonight, and thank you again to the Chamber and the Farm Bureau for hosting tonight. There's a lot to learn about the position of Commissioner, and I've already begun meeting with department heads in order to do so, and in order to learn about more aspects and all aspects of government and of the Office of County Commissioner. I believe I've demonstrated through my past and current leadership roles that I have the ability to work together with others to reach an end goal that is for the good of everyone. One of my concerns that I didn't get to state earlier because I was talking too much is the current opiate epidemic that we do have in Wayne County. Wayne County is not without its challenges, and I learned that last year 15 of the 19 overdose deaths were from opiates. This is a problem that is way out of control, but it's not only indicative in Wayne County, it's statewide. There is a task force that has been established here in Wayne County, and it is a concern of mine. I've already had questions, so let me just state that if I become commissioner, I'm going to have to give up two things that are near and dear to my heart. One is my board seat on the Wayne Metropolitan Housing Authority, because that would be a conflict of interest. The second is the role of chairman of the Wayne County Republican Party, because there is just no way that I can do both of those jobs to the best of my ability. I'd be honored if the people of Wayne County give me the privilege of serving as your next commissioner, and please vote for me on March 15th.
Thank you. Mr. Wright.
Hi, again, my name is Bruce Wright. I've been born and raised here in Wayne County. I've lived here all my life. My wife and I have raised our 4 kids here. They're, all except for one who lives in Texas, are raising their kids here. That's 12 of them, grandkids. But I think that the reason why I'm running for office is I like to give Wayne County back to the people in Wayne County. We don't listen to them. We don't talk to them. We just go ahead and make the decisions. I remember when I was growing up, there was a commissioner named Walker and Hostetler. And all the counties, Medina, Ashland, always looked towards Wayne County to make a decision, but they waited for them to make a decision. And these past commissioners, they listen to the people. They talk to the people. And we must remember that by voting for us, we work for you. You don't work for us like it's been pointed out in the past. So on August 15th, I ask for your support and your vote to put the county back in the hands of the people. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Carmichael.
Thank you. You know, my 8 years in Columbus, I met a lot of people and made a lot of friends, and I still have those friends. And I think one of them was Dave Daniels, that John asked me to get him here to speak one time, and I made a phone call and we got him here. Yeah. The other one, whenever we start talking about these radios and the fire departments, and I really don't think we left anybody hanging out there to dry. Because whenever this was brought up, I said, well, I know somebody in Columbus, I think, that I served with for 8 years in Ohio House that can help us out. I made a call to the State Fire Marshal, Larry Flowers, and I said, can you come up and talk to us about getting some funding for these radios? He came up and we had a meeting and we talked to the fire chiefs and we talked to some other people. And what came out of that meeting was that Larry said that I will go back to Columbus, and if you can get all 17 fire departments to come together, that we will get you some money, or try to get you some money, he said. So, and that was $800,000 is out there on the table. So if that happens, that's going to be $50,000 for each one of the 17 fire departments, which they can buy radios with. Now, they might not be able to buy all they need, but next year, maybe instead of buying a new truck for the maintenance department, they can buy a couple more radios. But that friendship that I've made down there still I still keep. And matter of fact, I called Larry this morning, or called his cell phone to try to get him to let me know how we were coming on the process. And he's on a cruise someplace out of the country, so I couldn't talk to him. So anyway, I appreciate your support on March 15th. I'm looking to be your commissioner again for another term, and I will work hard for all of you and keep your money in my best interest. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mykrantz.
Well, I'll start with what I haven't been able to say so far. I'm a retired military officer, and I was in service back in the old days when we chased the Soviet bombers that were doing target runs on our country. And once the wall came down, then we started chasing drug runners. So that's kind of where some of my experience is. I also was the program manager for a $485 million radar upgrade to AWACS. If nobody knows what it is, you can't see the picture, but you can get one of the cards over there and you'll know what I'm talking about for AWACS. And then after I was done with that, I was selected to be a test director for a $1.62 billion multi-system upgrade to the aircraft. And again, I had to work with multiple organizations, multiple nations, and bring all that together through a coordinated and collaborative effort. And just think about it. That effort required me to do that with most people that didn't speak English as a common language. So when I say I have the experience as a proven cooperative leader, that is what I'm talking about. It's not something I've been able to say up to this point. Much of my decision-making experience has been at 30,000 feet while we're burning gas. It's kind of like playing chess with a timer. I've had to make the right decision at the right time for the right reasons. So that's the kind of experienced leader that you'll be getting into the office here on March 15th. I don't have the experience as being a commissioner, but at the end of the day, being a commissioner or being any elected official is about decision making. That's not difficult. You and I do that every day. The difficult part of it is how do you make decisions and why do you make those decisions? And that's where my experience lies.
Thank you. Mr. Mackey.
Justin, this turned out to be just like you said, so thank you very much. This is my first time in a forum of this nature, so again, I want to thank the crowd here. I appreciate the experience. I'd like to say this, that Wayne County has a population of 115,000 people, and it's still growing. It will continue to grow if you look at the previous history. And at this point, I'd like to say I'd really like to take my life skills and experience and to engage the needs of this community, the Wayne County community. I know I can make a contribution to the commissioner team for a comfortable balance, which I think that's what we need at this point in time as we grow. I want to get to know everybody in Wayne County. It's going to be a tough job, but I'd like to get to know everybody in Wayne County. That is, let's see, 3 cities, 16 townships, 20 unincorporated areas, 12 villages, plus. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a safe night.
Thanks to all of the voters who agreed to run for office and those voters who've attended to learn what their plans are. The evening went well because everyone participated. It went smoothly because of the work of a number of people who've not yet been named. I especially want to thank Paul Williams, who didn't shy away from the unpopular job of being timekeeper, but also a great deal of work done by Mark Morrison and Tom White, who were consolidating and screening questions. And of course, a great deal of the logistics was done far in advance of tonight by Justin Starlin and Samira Zimmerly on behalf of the Chamber, and John Fitzpatrick on the part of the Farm Bureau. So I've removed the obstruction to the table where there is a lot of helpful literature, and certainly would remind you, as others already have, that March 15th is the primary election. So if you don't vote before then, which you may do by contacting the Board of Elections, please vote yourself and encourage your friends, acquaintances, and others you run into to vote as well. Thank you.